Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello everyone, welcome to online classes. This is chapter 6th of class 12th. The name of the chapter is recursion and this is the part 2 of the chapter recursion. In this video, we will discuss uh, how a recursive function works. In such type of execution, computer sets a task which is known as a function stack, right? This function stack is a stack of frames. At every call of function, new parameter values gets pushed to the stack. The top of the stack always contains parameter value of last call, where base case evaluate to true, values from stack needs to pop out one by one and result is to be returned after the calculation. Clear? And here we'll discuss uh, a practical about the recursive function. Program to show the use of recursion in calculation of power b is the power of a, right? So this is the program example given here. Def power, this is the values a dot b. If b equals to 0, then it will return 1, else return this one, right? We have to return these values. Main program, this is a comment, right? The main program is written here, right? Then after that we'll get this output. If we'll enter the base number 4, then we'll enter the power is 3, then we'll get the answer 4 raised to the power of 3 is 64. Let's see the practical. Here we'll type the program. Def power a comma b, parameter closed, then we'll use here if statement. If b equals to 0, then it will return or print, then it will return 1, else it will print these values, else it will return these a multiply power a comma b minus 1. Actually we have to return these values, right? Now in the main screen there is written main program, that is a comment, so I'm not adding that comment here, I'm directly typing the program. Print, then enter only the positive values. Positive values or numbers below. It will be closed. Then we'll use here num equals to integer, then input function, then we'll use here enter base number, right? Now we'll use here p equals to for par, int, then input, then we'll enter a message here, raised to the par of, then close, right? Then we'll use here result equals to par, then num dot p, clear? Then it will print num comma raised to the par of p is, again I'll use here separator, then I'll use here this one variable result, clear? Now our program is completed. Now I'll save the program. Here I'll save the program. Calculator dot py. Program is saved. Now I'll run the program by pressing F5. Now it is asking to enter only the positive number below. Now I'll enter a number here, for example that would be a base number 4. Now it is asking enter to the par, means which one par will be raised. For example 2, then 4 multiply 4 would be 16. 4 raised to the power of 2 is 16, right? For example, again we'll run the program. Suppose if you need to make the calculation for the biggest digit, for example 60, the power of 60 is 9, the result is this, right? So this was the example of this program, means how can we use recursion to calculate the pars, right? Move to the next topic. This program to print Fibonacci series or Fibonacci numbers using recursion. Here we have defined Fibo as Fibonacci numbers. If n equals to 1, then it will return 0. If n equals to 2, then it will return 1. Else return this one message or this one syntax, Fibo n minus 1 plus Fibo n minus 2. Then we'll type the main program here, n equals to input function with integer. Then we'll use here for loop for I in range. We'll use here a range. Then it will print Fibonacci and then print function. Then if we'll enter the range here, for example 10, then it will print 0, then 1 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, then 1 plus 2 is 3, then 2 plus 3 is 5, then 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, 21 plus 13 is 24. Like this it will print these messages or output. Let's see the practical. In script mode I'll type the program. For example def Fibon, then n, if n equals to 1, then it will return 1. Sorry, it will return 0. If n equals to 2, then it will return 1. Else return Fibonacci Fibo, then n minus 1 plus Fibo n minus 2, right? Now it will work on this one formula, right? Now n equals to, we'll use here input function integer, it will accept integer values only. Input function, enter the range, right? Now we'll use for loop for I in range. Range will be 1 comma n plus 1, right? Then it will print Fibonacci numbers I comma and equals to these curly braces, and equals to then quotation mark, right? Then it will print dots, right? Now program is okay. Now I'll save the program. Here I'll save the program with name fibo.py. Program is saved. Now I'll run the program by pressing F5. Now it is asking to enter the range. For example, if I'll enter the range 3, now it is printing only 3 digits, right? Range means it has to print only that one digits. 1, 2, 3, it is printing only 3 digits. 0, it will start from 0, then 0 plus 1 is 1, right? Let's see the one more example. For example, if I'll enter here the range 6, then it will print 6 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how it will print Fibonacci numbers? 0, then it will print 1, right? Now 0 plus 1, it will print 1, 1 plus 1, it will print 2, 2 plus 3, it will print 5. Clear? So this one the example of to print Fibonacci numbers using recursion. Now we'll discuss about the recursion versus iterations. Recursion trims a solution and solve the problems mathematically. Means if we are using recursion, then we have to type less syntax or less coding. Iteration is a lengthy process which completely depends on loop. Means to say iteration is totally depend on loops and it is a lengthy process. Selection of recursion or iteration depends on the nature of the program to be solved. Means which one we have to use recursion or iteration, that is depends on the nature of the programs. Means which type of program is that and what we have to use recursion or iteration. Recursive function are solved as compared to iteration. iteration takes more space in memory to compare than recursion. Means to say, iteration takes more space in memory and recursion takes less space than iteration. So these was the topics in this video. Hope you have understand very nicely. If you have any query, you can visit our blog rambo.webs.com. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives.